It's the biggest water scandal since Watergate. Hey, you're watching What's Trending. I'm Shira Lazar. Be sure to like this video and subscribe for more social media news daily. Conservative commentator Tomi Lahren had water thrown on her during brunch on the rooftop patio of Union Restaurant in downtown Minneapolis. After 23-year-old Jasmine Kohler threw the water, which splashed on Lahren and her mother, she got into a verbal altercation with another woman at their table, Libby Parker. If you're not familiar with Tomi, you might be wondering, why are so many people mad at her? Well, it's mostly because of a slew of ignorant, offensive things she said over the last few years, including when she called Black Lives Matter the new KKK, disparaged immigrants, and insulted Muslims and the movement for trans equality. You know, just a few things. Her notoriety skyrocketed after she got into a spat on Twitter with rapper Wale, who intentionally mispronounced her name as Tomi Lahren in his song Smile.
On behalf of Charlemagne, I'm sure he ain't trading sides. Maybe I should meet Tomi Lahren, not Lauren Hiller, trainer. She miseducated anyway.
And that's why if you look at people criticizing her online, you'll frequently see her name spelled Tammy, Terry, Taxi, Tambra, and Topanga. Back at the restaurant, a bouncer tried to get Tomi away from the table. He said to her, "I'd like to separate you all if I can, please." And she responded, "You're just going to kick me out for them throwing water?" Unbelievable. The bouncer, Jeremy Jackson, also says that Tomi initially walked by the table, saying, "Just another day in the life," when he saw them scowling at her. And that's when Jasmine threw the water. Another witness at the table, Devin Madison, recorded some of the incident and some of the vulgar chants you can hear being thrown Lahren's way.
Hey, fuck that bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Fuck this hoe. Racist ass bitch. Why you even out here?
That bitch you can hear has already been remixed by Blockstar Benji and is available on SoundCloud.
Hey, fuck that bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
I should have hit that bitch with a plate or something. Should have threw my food on that bitch. She got to leave, you feel me? Hey, fuck that bitch. I don't fuck with her. Boy, you fuck with her, yo goofy ass. I should sock your shit with your little crack ass, my capping ass, screaming fuck that bitch. Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Oh, internet, how you work so quickly. Tomi went on Fox and Friends to discuss the incident and said that she's a human being who deserves respect, even if you don't agree with her politically.
Yeah, it was thrown at me, and then of course it got my mom wet as well. And again, this was something that was embarrassing for me and embarrassing for my family. At the end of the day, I'm a person too, and I do get humiliated and embarrassed just like anyone else, but I'm tough, my family's tough, we can handle it.
And the incident does bring up how we should treat those we disagree with, even if what they're doing and saying is gross and racist. The internet got a lot of mileage off of white supremacist Richard Spencer getting punched in the street, but it brought up questions as to how you deal with people whose speech may be inspiring violence against others. In terms of things they say and believe, Tomi Lahren probably isn't quite as bad as Richard Spencer, so throwing water on an ignorant pundit might be proportional to punching an actual Nazi. I personally don't think two wrongs make a right, so I think you can verbally say what you think to someone and create a conversation, but I think creating a violent action towards someone, and I know like it's not punching someone in the face, but throwing water, I don't know, I just think it was a bit out of bounds. You don't need to go there even if you disagree with someone. I mean, if they're in your face and you're trying to defend yourself, that's a different thing. But if they're just walking past you, I don't think you need to be so ugly about it. And maybe that's why we're where we're at as a society. I mean, no matter what side you're on, if you're gonna use violence or just insults to make a point, I just don't think it's gonna get you anywhere. And that's why I've always looked up to Wendy Williams.
So what am I saying that's wrong?
Tomi is getting support online from both likely and unlikely sources. President Trump caught her appearance on Fox and Friends. He tweeted, "Everybody is with Tomi Lahren, a truly outstanding and respected young woman." I mean, but it would not be surprising if he made her his press secretary at a certain point, if he stays in office. Comedian Kathy Griffin tweeted, "I couldn't disagree more with Tomi Lahren, but I don't think it's cool to resort to physical actions to make your point. The First Amendment is a beautiful thing, use it." Journalist Ray also made an excellent point. He said, "Never forget that Trump never tweeted about James Shaw or Stephon Clark or the men who were arrested at Starbucks. But he rapidly tweeted a full-throated defense of Tomi Lahren after she had a little water thrown at her in a restaurant." I guess the fact that we're all debating about a 5-minute water splash really does prove how divided Americans are in 2018. So what do you think? Is it okay to do something like this and just throw water at Tomi Lahren because you disagree with her? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more of What's Trending.